Hello, my beautiful Virgos. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify those existing energies with tarot. Alrighty, for my Virgos in separation, please. Alrighty, what's going on? Alrighty, so your first card, guys, we have River of Blessings, releasing constraints. Releasing what no longer serves you here, Virgo. Okay, whether it's a thought, whether it's a habit, whether it's, a feeling here, whether it's a connection, whether it's a cycle. I just feel like you guys are at a point where you're feeling very overwhelmed when you think about this connection. The reason why you may seem overwhelmed is because you feel like it blocks other aspects in your life. Like maybe you're feeling that your daily tasks are feeling a bit more tedious. Maybe you're feeling that, your work is becoming unbearable. And it just seems that the reason why you feel that way is because your energy is going to this connection, or you're feeling energetically drained anytime you think about this connection, right? So you're releasing the things that are in your way. Divine Mother, so nurturing, compassion, and grace. You have a way, Virgo, of making this person feel very comfortable, making them feel like everything is okay. Maybe some of you feel that this person, you've had to, nurture them because they're very sensitive, or you've had to teach them a lot of things, so they view you as a mentor. Either way, you're at a point where you're exhausted because you feel like it's not being reciprocated, and your person's at a point where they miss you, and they miss the fact that, well, let me just say they're feeling your absence here. Okay, so they're craving your presence. They're wanting you to be there for them. So it's almost like some of you are wondering, well, did it have to take me walking away, or did it have to take a separation in order for you to understand how much I've done for you, or how I've been patient with you? Right? There's this realization, there's this gratitude that your person is expressing when it comes to you. You can remind this person of a parental figure, or you just feel like home to them. You feel like you give them some sort of security, some sort of comfort. When you're around, everything is going to be okay. You know what I mean? That's the kind of feeling that I see here. Hostility, so conflict and unrest. So definitely it could have been a misunderstanding, could have been an argument here, but there's a bit of a tense energy, right? So it could be a little bit of push and pull energy, or you feel like there's a power battle going on. Some of you are viewing this situation, right, Virgo, in a sense of, okay, we had a disagreement, but are you going to hold a grudge, or are you going to come forward and try to solve this conflict? Some of you could be at a point of overcoming the obstacle because you're releasing the constraints. You're in an energy of, okay, I'm going to make room for the new, and if I want change, I need to let go of the past. But there seems that there's one energy here who is still holding on to the conflict, who is still holding on to the anger. And it's not to say, it could be that it's fresh on this person's mind or your mind. But again, if there is this desire for change, there is this need to let go, right? Let go of what no longer serves the both of you. The hostility cards, interestingly enough, it's the number 31, which reduces to 4. So there could have been a conflict about structure in the bond here. There could have been a conflict when it came to stability, right? Okay, we have emotions for each other, but what are we going to do if we keep suppressing them? Okay, we have emotions for each other. What are we going to do if we keep playing mind games? We say we want a commitment, but why is it taking so long to get off the ground here? Many of you are craving some sort of, heart-to-heart conversation here. What I'm being drawn to is the moon in all three pictures. It's, here, and it lets me know that there's a lot of emotions that are suppressed. Many of you feel like this person is either very secretive, okay, or they express to you, but to a certain extent. So they hold back a bit as well, is what I'm picking up on. Alrighty, let's see. Bottom of the deck, Hanged Man, the Sun, Queen of Wands. I mean, many of you could be taking care of yourself right now, whether it's working out, change of diet, maybe just the way you, style your outfits, but you look great. There's a lot of physical attraction here. But Virgo, with the Hanged Man as well as the Sun, I do feel, of course, some of you may be involved with a Pisces or a Leo, but I just feel like your question is, if there's so much that's being illuminated to this person, if there's so much that they're learning, why aren't they doing anything about it? Right? Because both of these cards talk about enlightenment, someone who's actually figuring out the answers that they may have been seeking for some time. It's someone who is viewing things from your perspective. And I just heard finally. Some of you feel like this person couldn't see things from your perspective in a very long time, or if ever, right? And so the fact that they're viewing things from your perspective, they're still in that standstill position. They still feel very stagnant, right? This is someone who feels like there's so much that's coming to light. They're almost like, how did I not know that before? It's like someone who's having like a very severe wake-up call. Eight of Wands in a no communication spread. This could lead to very quick back and forth communication. This person reaching out to you abruptly. Okay, so you guys can live at a distance, or it speaks about emotional distance, but I just see that this person is trying to close the emotional gap here. They're wanting to reach out to you, so I really wouldn't be surprised if they did. This talks about passionate communication also. I do feel like for some of you, even if this person communicates with you with that Hanged Man, some of you may choose not to entertain it, or you may choose not to entertain it right away. Like, and I'm not saying it in a way where, you're being stingy or petty, but I feel like maybe you don't want to be so available for this person. Maybe you feel like that's where you went wrong, being too available or being there every time this person needed you, right? Because the way that I see your person's energy here with the Divine Mother is they feel like you are there for them, which is great. That's why they feel that you offer them so much comfort. But on your end, maybe you feel like I can't always be there for you, especially if you're not going to reciprocate that energy. Two of Cups. Take a look at that, guys. This person wants to let go of the past because they know you guys belong together. There could be some sort of, like I said, differences here, whether it's, age gap, religious factors, or just the way that you guys think. It could just be two different mentalities, right? But I just feel like this is someone who still has a lot of emotion for you. They still feel like you guys belong together. They still feel like you're their soulmate, right? You name it. So it's like, and it's also this energy that you exude, Virgo, not to sound too repetitive, but it's the way you make this person feel. No one can imitate that feeling. They can't find this feeling elsewhere. If they think about love, if they hear a love song, if their friends are, in relationships, it just causes them to think about you. Two of Cups is a very strong energy. It's very potent, especially emotionally. It's someone who feels like you are their perfect match, and no one gives them this feeling, and when they're with other people, they feel some sort of discomfort. Okay. Some of you may be involved with the water sign. So like I mentioned, we did see Pisces energy. Could be a Scorpio or a Cancer. Yeah, they want to heal this, guys. Okay, so this is Aquarius energy, but they do want to heal this with the Star card. They're still hopeful. And because this card is in the middle and it speaks about the mutual energies, you do have some hope deep down there somewhere, Virgo. You do love this person, right? But as much as you want to heal this connection, you feel like there's still a lot that needs to come to the forefront. There's still a lot that bothers you, and there's still many other things that you're not willing to sweep under the rug. So right now, it's not that you're discarding your emotions, but you're kind of putting your emotions on the back burner because you're trying to do what's right. You're trying to do what makes sense. You're trying to make sense of it all, right? You like, when you think about the situation, Virgo, you could kind of be like, okay, yes, there are a lot of emotions. You can even feel very overwhelmed when you start to think about this connection, because I can see that it's very potent in the cards here. But then, you tell yourself, it's I can get carried away by thinking about the emotions, but what is that going to do for me? I want to see some sort of change. If my desired outcome is a commitment, what I should be looking forward to is what this person actually does, the practical effort, So I see that, fine line between, of course, like, being optimistic, but also being very realistic with yourself. Again, this person, they can have an energy of knowing that things are going to work out here. They just don't seem to know how. And this is the part that can bother you. Maybe you know that this person has emotions for you and you can feel it intuitively as well, but it's like, okay, what are we going to do about it? I keep getting that question here. Some of you either feel like you have been waiting for this person to, commit to you, or you have been wanting a commitment to get off the ground for some time, and then that's when you chose to walk away, when you realized that it wasn't, occurring, or this person was, again, dragging their feet to do so. Some of you feel like you're involved with an individual that's just not comfortable with expressing their emotions. Like maybe you and this person can converse about like pretty much everything under the sun, but when it comes to, okay, let's have a heart-to-heart conversation. I love you. Do you love me? How do we feel about this? Are we going to pursue a commitment? Probably not those exact words, but when it comes to just speaking about emotion, you feel like you've lost them, or you feel like they're just not comfortable with that. This could be someone who has no problem listening to you express your emotions, but when it's their turn, right? There seems to be a tad bit of an avoidant energy, or someone who's just like, okay, I don't really want to talk about my feelings. I'm just going to suppress them. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay, what's this conflict about? Feeling very restless about this conflict. Virgo is what I see from both parties. This person feeling like, hey, I still love Virgo, Two of Cups energy. No one can, give me this feeling, but I'm still focused on the conflict. Feeling restless because they're not happy that you guys had a misunderstanding here. They're not happy that you guys weren't able to come to some sort of mutual understanding. Yeah, very stressed out about it, right? The Nine of Swords is pretty much clarifying the restless energy that I was just talking about. It's someone who's going back and forth in their mind, going in circles, losing sleep, loss of appetite, just thinking about a situation again and again, but it's driving them up a wall because they're not sure what to do about it, right? And the Nine of Swords, it's one of those things where it's self-imposed, right? So it's obviously easier said than done, but your person can definitely take themselves out of this energy. It's like there's some sort of inner conflict that they're facing, or they are in their own way, where they're like, if you think about a situation long enough, you'll probably make it bigger than it is, right? Like generically speaking. So I feel like that's what your person's going through. Because some of you feel like it's as easy as reaching out to you, right? And having like a heartfelt conversation, or having a logical, truthful conversation, either way it goes. But your person seems to be thinking about the situation a lot, right? And they think about it so much that they talk themselves out of doing anything in the practical realm. Two of Cups. Yeah, holding back, right? This could be someone who's going through some sort of financial loss. Okay, someone who feels like, the generic example, they just lost a job. They're feeling very, they feel like they're lacking stability in their life, and they're more focused on something that is, affecting them like right now as of currently, right? If it's not to do with finances or stability in that sense, it's someone who is in a mentality of lack. It has something to do with the mindset, right? Someone who's holding back because, again, they're in their own way. They keep telling themselves that they're predicting the worst case scenario. It's going to be someone who's telling themselves they're not deserving of forgiveness. Why are they holding back? Four of Pentacles. It's like holding back, but holding on. Like even though they're holding back from communicating to you, they're still holding on to your energy. They're still, this Two of Cups energy, the Star energy, right? Wanting to heal this. Or they wouldn't be so stressed about it. They feel like things happened very quickly. This person could quite genuinely be going through something that caught them very off guard in their life, or it's letting me know that this separation, as it occurred, other areas of their life felt like it was falling apart. This is someone who doesn't work well under pressure, okay? And it's also someone who feels like there is a lot of pressure on them, where, again, they're in that Nine of Swords energy. I don't know what to do except hold back. I don't have what it takes to come forward, or I'm lacking something in my personal life that's affecting my ability to heal this connection with Virgo. This is what they're telling themselves. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't mean that your person can't come out of the situation that they're in, but this is their mindset. Some of you may be involved with a Scorpio here. And I do feel like even the separation, it could have been very quick, where you're like, okay, I have so many questions, right? Even if it wasn't like a case of ghosting, you feel like if it was an argument and then a separation, you're like, okay, how did things just end like that? There's no way that we came this far to only come this far. The Star. Yeah, Four of Cups, this person could feel that you are no longer interested, or, it's an energy of this person feeling that they're not realizing what's in front of them, or someone who's not focusing on what they can do to change things because they're still focused on what happened in the past. It's like your person's upset about something that they no longer even desire. Like if this is an old way of thinking, an old way of being, a self-sabotaging mentality, they don't want to be that way anymore, but they're almost upset that they have to create some sort of change, or they're not comfortable with coming out of their comfort zone. Because the Four of Cups talks about like being upset over like, your like losing your taste in something that you don't even care for anymore, and you're not realizing what's in front of you. Right, so that's why I say that it's not someone who wants to be in a sabotaging mentality here, but that's what they're doing though. They're still in that negative or pessimistic mindset. And why is that with the Four of Cups? And some of you quite literally could be growing bored with the situation, or you're feeling very impatient. You're like, okay, if there's nothing coming out of this situation, I'm not going to sit here and focus on spilled milk. What's the Four of Cups? Ten of Cups, see? There's this desire to come together, like I said, like not to be too repetitive, but 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, that's someone who genuinely wants, their end all be all to be with you, but they always hold back. They always refrain from telling you this. This is someone who's in their own way. They're very upset that they're self-sabotaging this connection. They're very upset that they're in their own way, but it's a pretty heavy energy. Like your person, when they think about the situation, they're stressed out because they don't know what to do. But then they're stressed out because they want to speak to you. They want to be in your company so badly. So it's like a back and forth energy here. 9 of Swords. Six of Wands. This person may feel like you're getting a lot of attention. You could be in the public eye, or this is someone who is feeling that they are wanting to, share a journey that you're going through, right? So they want to be, by your side here, but this is what they're constantly stressed out about. Like whether you feel the same way, whether this is possible, I don't want to sound too repetitive again, guys, but I just feel like this is someone who's very stressed out about like the outcome. They're trying to predict an outcome before it happens. This is someone who feels like they think about the situation too much. And again, it makes them go in circles. What's the Six of Wands? Like they want victory here, they want success, but what they're very focused on is the past. Look at this, guys. Hierophant. I can't make it up. It's someone who wants a commitment with you. Some of you may be involved with a Taurus here. We do have Wands energy, of course, so a fire sign as well. Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. But I just feel like this is someone who wants a commitment with you. What I see in the future here is someone who may reach out to you. So like we did see the Eight of Wands. Yes, see, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. They want to work on this. They want to let go of this energy here. And with your last three cards here, Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, someone who wants to be generous, someone who is now wanting to choose you, right? Bringing forth some sort of clarity, but in their head, they always wonder if it's too late. If this person reaches out to you, I will say it would be very unexpected, because with that Eight of Wands, it could be very quick. It could be very unexpected. We have the Tower moment here, the Tower card, right? Which could be a very unexpected moment or something you were not really anticipating. But I do feel like they will reach out to you in a sense of, because they want a commitment with you, but they will be questioning their self the entire time. So how I think they will approach you is by testing the waters first. That's what I see here. Okay. So my wonderful Virgos, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.